Thank you for being one of the first ones to try posting to our website and the app through Thrillshare. Not a difficult process at all. We're going to go through the steps now. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to check your email to make sure that you got your invitation. If you did not get your invitation, please let me know and I will resend it. This is what is going to allow you to get in, set up a password, and get you logged in. So you're going to find the information. It's going to be under no reply, and it's going to say invitation instructions. And pretty standard, just go ahead and accept the invitation. It should dump you to the website and immediately ask you to create a password. Fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and do that now for Test Teacher. Once you've created that password, it's going to dump you into your profile settings. You'll need to give the profile a name. You can actually have multiple profiles in one account. I personally don't know why you would do that, but I guess I get it. You can use your own name. It would be great if you used a photo of yourself in order to do that, but you don't have to, and I get why. I will send along a copy of the logo, and you can insert it here. Once you have your photo chosen, you can move it around. You can zoom in and out. Save it when you look your best. And if everything's set up and ready to go, go ahead and create. When you normally get into Thrillshare, and I will include the link that you need to type in to get to in the email, and it will be below here as I create this video. This is where you will end up. It's just a splash page letting you know some basic information, support information, etc. and so on. Ignore that. You should be good on your own. Depending on where you end up posting, up at the top here, you'll have a selection bar for Northwood Schools or Northwood Athletics and Activities. And if you notice on the website, we indeed have a Northwood Schools side, and we also have an Athletics and Activities side. So depending on what you're doing, what you're posting, you may or may not want to post to both, or one or the other. But make sure that you're in the right spot, obviously. Your profile picture and your name is here. The gear will get you back in to change your profile settings, but we just did that, so we're not going to go over that. The little door-looking thing with the arrow, believe it or not, is log out. And there is some help information behind the question mark. In order to start posting, you're going to want to go to either live feed or news. And again, if you notice on the website, there is a news section, an events section, and a live feed section. Obviously, news and live feed, you have the ability to edit. I did not include events because all of our events are fed in through Google, and there is no reason to edit an event directly on the website. That would make for duplicate entries. Anyway, choosing either news or live feed, depending on what you want to do. Okay, they look and feel very much alike. So let's go ahead and look at the live feed side in order to make some posts. When you get into Thrillshare, you may or may not be asked about Thrillshare using your microphone. Go ahead and say block because you're not going to be using it right away anyway, and that's okay to say. When you get in, you're greeted with Post As, which is your selector for your profiles, but you only have one, and that's good. And then you're offered a list of channels. The channels are Facebook, Twitter, live feed, and this is the live feed on the website, and this is push notifications. Right now, let's not use push notifications. A push notification is going to make the app beep on somebody's phone as if it were super important. Let's go ahead and not use that for now, and let's concentrate on Facebook, Twitter, and the live feed. So what does posting look like? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select live feed, and that's going to give me a dialog box. That's going to allow me to create my post. I've got 280 characters to use, which is now the limit of Twitter. So you can go ahead and post the same exact thing to Facebook, Twitter, and a live feed, and you've got 280 characters in which to do so. I'm going to go ahead and type my message in. And I am down now to 258 characters. It may be hard to see, but over here you actually get a little counter that lets you know exactly where you're at. If you want to add photos or pictures, no problem. This little camera allows you to add graphics, and all you need to do is drag and drop or click the browse link, and that will allow you to pull them up from your desktop or your flash drive or whatever. Your image shows up. You can add a description. And then you can go ahead and upload, or you can add more photos, which is great. I'm just going to go ahead and upload what I've got. And notice that my post doesn't change, but I do get a little image here that says I've got images and a red X. If I click the red X, obviously my images go away. But I know that they're in here and they're going to go ahead and post. Don't worry about filtering right now. Filtering allows you to select whether or not students or staff can see it. I don't know that it actually hides it. It just allows people to turn off things for staff versus seeing a whole list of things that include stuff for students. Don't worry about filtering right now. It's just not that important. You can also future schedule your stuff. If you want to go ahead and add a start date and a start time, you would see this after you click the schedule button. Notice it goes away. I click schedule, they come back. So if you don't want your start date and your start time for this particular post to start until like 6 p.m. tonight, you would go ahead and put that date and time in there. But if it's an important post, people are going to see it anyway. Just go ahead and hit publish. I'm not going to do that because this is a fake post, but if I were ready to go, this is all I would need to do. So news looks very much the same. Let's go ahead and click over on news and let's see what we get. All right, so again, when we click on the news section, we get our news, everything that's been posted up to this point. So let's go ahead and let's add a new news item and let's see what that looks like. This time we get a different looking dialog box, but very much the same stuff. I can still drag and drop photos or hit the browse button here in order to add graphics. I can create a title for my article. In this case, I can say who the author is. Now, the author should be you in this case, unless you're authoring for somebody else. If somebody comes up to you and said, hey, will you post this? And then you type in whatever they give you, and then you put their name so that they get credit, blah, 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 blah. Again, ignore filtering, but notice your content box is a little bit different here. When you create a news article, it's going to go ahead and create it on the website whether you like it or not. But once you do create your content, you can go ahead then and add the channels you want after you're done. So hitting publish with nothing selected does mean that you're going to go ahead and post to the news section. If you want it to go to Facebook and Twitter, go ahead and make that post. Just know that you're still got that 280 character limit for Twitter, and I don't think that's regulated here, so be careful. Again, when you're done, go ahead and publish or schedule your post, and you're ready to go. So that's posting through the web, which is great. But if you're out and about, you're at a sporting event, you're at a choir concert, a drama function, a band concert, whatever, you can do all this same stuff through your browser. There is an app called Thrillshare, which will allow you to do the same thing, works on Android and iPhone, and I will go ahead and make sure that you know what that icon looks like so you can find it in the App Store or Google Play Store so that you can go ahead and get it. Let's go ahead and see exactly what that looks like. Okay, so the Thrillshare app, once you get it open, looks a little bit like this. You're going to use the same credentials on the web that you do, obviously, on your phone. I've got my email address in there, my password's in there, and I tick the Remember Me so that logging in is quick and easy every time. All right, so now that we're on live feed, we can see all of the posts that we've got going on right now. If you want to go ahead and post to the live feed, make sure you're doing it to the right spot. Hit the hamburger menu in the upper left-hand corner, and that will again allow you to choose between Northwood Schools and Northwood Athletics and Activities. And then it'll give you a choice if you want to post to the live feed or the news section. Once you're in the spot you want to be in, go ahead and hit the big red plus button in the lower corner. You'll notice again that you have a choice in the upper right hand corner of selecting which profile you want to post at. Again, you should only have one. And I can go ahead and I can select whatever channels I want in order to make this work. Notice I've got my message box here. And notice my characters count. Remember, 280 characters. Can't stress that enough. I can go ahead and create a filter. And again, I can go ahead and attach things to this. Again, out of my camera roll because I'm on, well, in this case, my iPad. Note, too, that this is only an iPhone app. So if you search for this particular app, Thrillshare, on your iPad, you need to look for the iPhone app, which will work just fine. Again, switching back and forth is pretty darn easy. Allowing me to post out of my camera roll and just by typing information in. If you have any questions, let me know. But that is the extent of what's going on with Thrillshare. Thank you.